Good evening. All stations, please stand by. Welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night VHF net. My name is Pat. Call sign is November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa. But for the purposes of this net, we'll use a club call of Whiskey 8, Charlie Romeo, Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in with us. You don't need to be a member. If you're just passing through, you're welcome to come in also. All traffic will go through net control, and since an emergency traffic may break in on this net at any time, we ask that you leave small pauses between transmissions so that particular type of traffic can get in here. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur-related amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information, also to keep members and the current radio public up to date on club happenings and meetings and stuff like that. And to, of course, as always, to enhance the net operating practice. This net meets every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. local time. We'll start out with announcements, which I've got a couple tonight, and then ask for check-ins from any manager or anybody from the general public that has an announcement that they'd like to get on the front of our net. Once that's all completed, we'll take regular check-ins, at which time I ask you to please give me your call sign, repeat it phonetically, followed by your name. When all check-ins are completed, I will repeat the announcements, give one last call for check-ins, and if we get done, we'll go ahead and close things up for this week. Now on to the announcements. Would like to first take and thank all of you that attended the meeting last night at the community health center, let's put it that way. They had a really nice crowd. I heard there was 142 people. And they had registered 160. That's quite a crowd. But I think that's because they have put off doing the check-ins or the classes for quite a while. Also, I will give the floor to Bob after and let him give me his announcements. We'll go ahead and take the announcements. Once we're done with that, we'll go ahead and open it up for regular check-ins. I think that's... Oh, I got one more thing. April, I think it's 18th. We're doing a class for... we're doing a license... we're doing a license thing for a VE session. If you need more information, at the top of the crarcham.org webpage, you'll find a phone number there where you can get a hold of me for any information. And it is going to take pre-register. So if you're thinking about taking it, please let me know and we can get you signed up. turn it over to you. I know I heard you in there. So go ahead and, Mr. Vice President, go ahead and give us your thing.
All right, thank you, Pat. Some announcements for the upcoming presentations. April 15th, we're going to have a first aid presentation given by 3 nurses. It'll be Stop Bleeding, which will explain how to stop excessive bleeding like main arteries using tourniquets. And then we'll have a first aid presentation on heart attack, stroke, electrocutions, and what you should put in a first aid kit. Also, way in advance, October 21st will be the first and I hope annual Crooked River Chili Cook-Off. So start getting your recipes dusted off and get ready. We're going to have 3 categories: medium, mild, medium, and you have to be kidding me. With that said, I'll give it back to Ned. This is KF8CCY.
Okay, thank you for that, Bob. That chili cook-off, I've always liked that idea of doing that. So we'll see what comes up. Anyway, is there any other announcement that need to be made here?
KA8BSA.
Good evening, Keith. Go ahead.
All right, good evening, everyone. This is Keith over in Ellett. I'd like to say that next week, as long as nothing goes wrong, we will be taking possession of the trailer that I had out at Field Day last year and the year before. That black trailer will become the club's MCOM trailer. Donations are accepted. Other than that, back to you, Bob, or Pat, KA8BSA.
Okay, adding on to what Bob said there, if you're planning on going to the meeting on the 15th, please let us know so that we can have somewhat of an idea on what we need to get as refreshments and stuff like that. We'll just use that as a trivia question this week. And thank you, Keith, for, I can think of 2 or 3 things I'll probably donate. So we'll see what happens. Anybody else with announcements? Okay, none here, heard. So let's move it over into the check-ins realm. If you'd like to check in with our net, please call W8CRC now. Looks like this is going to be a short net.
KA8CKG.
There we go. Good evening, John. KA8. Yeah. Give me the brief or the suffix of your call sign again. I can't remember my own name.
It is GKG, KA8GKG is the call. I don't want anything. I don't really have much to say. Just doing the lazy lady with the retired guy. Too cold to do a thing outside, so I watched YouTube this afternoon. Tomorrow I get to break for an hour and a half and go to my therapy class. That's a real joy. And then I will come home and get back to my YouTube. But looking better for Friday, Saturday. I might get out and mow the grass. I don't know. We're going to see what the weekend's going to bring us. Fine. Now I'm going to be enjoying the winter time with the doors open. Anyway, that's it for me. Just want to say hello. Back to net control. KAG.
Always glad to hear from you, sir. And thanks for checking in with us. One other thing as far as that information that Bob had. Now I don't remember what it was. We wanted, if you're going to attend the meeting on the 15th, I'll think of it as we go along there. Anybody else want to check in? Please call.
Kilo Charlie 8 November Oscar Victor TC8 NOV.
Good evening, Marty. What's up?
Oh, just another great day in the neighborhood. Again, just want to reiterate what you said earlier. Thanks for everybody who came out for the Skywarn training here last night. It was a fabulous turnout, best one the Summit County's had, and they were really pleased with the crowd. Hopefully, we'll get some reports from all of them, from some of the guys in the radio that were there. So thanks again, KC8NOV.
Okay, thanks for checking in with us. That was, I was really surprised. That's probably the biggest one out of the 31 years I've been doing this. That was probably the biggest one we've had. And I think the record up until then that I had seen was 75. So, good deal on that. Anybody else want to check in? Please call.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Tango, Mike, Carry it, Portage Lakes.
Good evening, Mr. Carey. Good to hear you. What do you got going on today?
Oh, nothing really, Pat. It was a cold day out there, you know, and, boy, it's April. You know, we expect that's for sure. But you sure hate to go from a record high temperature, you know, which stood for 100 and some years, you know, to 2 days later it's in the 20s or 30s, and tonight it's supposed to drop down in the mid-20s, so, but it's going to warm up, you know, it's early, but nothing going on, you know, and everything. Just wanted to give you a number there, so I thought I'd check in and listen to that out here. So everybody have a great evening. I'll turn it back to you, Pat, to whatever, to get another check-in. W8CTM 73.
Hey, Kerry, good hearing from you. I probably should have put this in the announcements. Tentatively, we're going to schedule another breakfast break, which would probably be about the 18th, I would think, of April. And if I'm waiting to see if we get any test or any people that want to take the test. And if that does happen, it'll be a little later. But if it doesn't, we might even take them all out to breakfast. You never know. But I shouldn't have said that, but I did. Anyway, good to hear you, Carrie, and we will get somewhere around a band here somewhere. 7-3. All right, next up is nobody, so let's have another call. If you'd like to check in with us, please call W8CRC.
Check BSA.
Go ahead.
Well, if you're planning on inviting the testers along, I hope you're opening your wallet for it.
I might. Never know.
Right, back to you. KBSA.
Yeah, we'll take care of it when it gets here. If anybody decides they're going to take it. I've got all the advertising that I wanted to put out there out. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, like I said, if you check the header on our webpage, I'm going to also put some information in the Facebook page about the test. So we'll see what happens. With that, let's move along here. Anybody else want to check in with us? Please call. Sure can tell it's the weather's getting nice.
This is K8FKO checking in. Well, he already knows what goes on around here, so I don't guess I have to tell him. Glad y'all had a good time. Thanks, Marty, if you're still out there, for taking care of him last night. And I don't have nothing else. So K8FKO clear.
How about that for a check-in? Anybody else want to check in with us? Florida had no traffic, so... anybody else want to check in with us? Please call now. Let's do a recap of the announcements, I guess, and then we'll do our final call. Number one, I wanted to thank everybody for going last night to the Skywarn meeting. There will be more stuff for Summit County. There's already some plans in the works. And also, remember we're giving we're doing a VD session the 18th of April. You need to pre-register, and you can find the information by way of the club webpage, which is crarcham.org. This will take a pre-registration. I'm thinking that's all the announcements I had. Bob, did I cover everything?
W8CRC, yeah, you covered everything I thought of, except that nobody answered a trivia question about the presentation on the 15th. If you're going to show up and bring a guest, it's open to everyone. We would like to get a count so we'll know how many soda pops to buy. Back to Ned.
Okay, I will add to that. If you're planning on attending, please try to let us know so that we can have a count on what's coming. This ought to be, and this is fortunately or unfortunately or whatever, it is an open meeting. There is no requirement to join a club or anything like that. Anybody and anybody's more than welcome to join us that day. That includes you scanner listeners that I know happens here and there. Anyway, let's move. I think that Keith, did you have anything? I don't remember.
Good evening, everyone. KABSA. Bob, in answer to your question, I didn't think I needed to answer it since I have the key for this facility. Yes. Next week, the club will take possession of that trailer I had at Field Day last 2 times. It will become the club's MCOM trailer. And one other thing, it looks like the 11th of this month, April, the
Cuyahoga Falls Hamfest is happening on the 11th. And that's it. Back to you there, Pat, KABSA.
Okay, thank you for that. All right, let's do one last call. It's your last chance to get in here for this week. Give me a call, W8CRC.
Please copy Kilo, Echo, 8, Uniform, India, Bravo, KE8, UIB, John in Maslin. I'll just be in and out this evening, guys. 7-3, y'all.
Hey, John, thanks for the check-in. It's always good to hear you. And we will go ahead and move things on here. Anybody else want to check in? Here's your chance.
November 8, really kind amateur.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Papa, KF8, DTP, Lori, in and out.
DTP, Lori. I'm trying to get my hand right here. Do either you, before you sneak out of here, UIB and DTA, are you guys, is there any chance you might attend our meeting the 15th?
Most likely, unfortunately, with our work schedule, we probably won't be able to attend, guys. But thank you, though. We do highly appreciate you with the invite. K8 UIB, clear.
Okay, there's no pressure there or nothing. I just wondered. I'm trying to get some answers. Like I said, since your work schedule is like it is, we are planning on probably doing a breakfast somewhere Saturday morning of the 18th. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's move things on here. Mr. RKA. Really something amateur. Yeah, okay. What's up, Artie?
Guy. You say this, sure ain't the temperature.
Yeah, give it to the weekend. It'll be different.
Hear about that?
Yep, as sure as I was at the meeting last night.
You gotta remember, this is northeastern Ohio. Just wait 15 minutes.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I don't like to wait.
I knew that.
Okay, if there's haven't got anything else, we'll go ahead and move things on here. My supper's waiting behind me.
Oh, you don't need nothing. You should have ate that a long time ago, Pat. Yeah, we'll chat with you later, Pat. N8RKA.
Okay, Art, have a good... Anybody else want to check in before we close this up? Okay, let's go ahead and close things up then. I will go ahead and, in preparing to close this net, I'd like to thank everybody that joined us for this short time and checked in with us. Without your participation, there wouldn't be a net, and I'd probably be sitting here minding my own business. Well, yeah, whatever. But anyway, it's been my pleasure to host this net, and at this time I will go ahead and close things. It looks like 25 after 7, and it we'll call it 25 after 7 with 3, 6, 7, 9, 10 check-ins, not counting our silent key. But we will catch everybody later. Have a grand evening. And we'll see you next week. And OQP Clarinet.
Hey, Pat, don't forget you can always open up NetLogger. I'm putting them in there.
Match the 10.
Just to let you know.
I know, I've got it. I just haven't made it that far yet.
Alright, so it was 11 counting, Ted.
That's what I counted, so we're good.
Alright, go eat your dinner. My bride's home. So I'll be going up and seeing what we're having for dinner. We'll catch you later, KA-BSA.
Keith, have a good one. We'll catch you. And I'm out of here for a little while, I guess. I'll be listening. Hey, OQP.